Hey, hi, and hello, everyone. Anthony Fantano here, internet's busiest music nerd. I hope you are doing well. And it's time for our weekly track roundup, where I give my thoughts, my opinions on a bunch of songs that have come out over the past week or so. They are linked down below, whether I loved them or hated them or fell somewhere in between, along with our Turntable Lab link. We get kickback from it. If you happen to, freaking buy some vinyl or some turntable stuff over there, check it out. Check it out. Also, our Patreon page, we have some bonus extra monthly content over there. If you would like to support us while getting that in the process, that would be great. Also, access to our Discord community too, and our YouTube Shorts page, which you should subscribe to today, is linked down there as well. Mwah. You're the best. All right, let's get into the worst tracks of the week. They are as follows. One, we have a new one from Sam Hunt titled Walmart, which is a very melodramatic ballad about, seeing your girl or hearing about your girl and her new kid or this girl you used to be with at Walmart, and it's super dramatic. And I don't know, I just can't really get with these country ballads with snap beats in the background and pop instrumentation and production surrounding it. It just seems like really, against the rustic roots of the genre. And I just don't really find Sam Hunt to be a great vocalist or lyricist. And it's just a corny song all around, in my opinion. This new one from Don Toliver titled Leave the Club. If it played in a club I was in, I would leave the club because the vocals and the production are that boring. Even Lil Durk can't save this track. That's pretty much how bad it is. And we also have one from DaBaby where the mixing and production are so bad, you could barely even hear the instrumental, and it's almost like an a cappella track. All right, meh. Songs I was on the fence on, but still wanted to shout them out. You might enjoy them more than me. They are as follows. We have one from Xiu Xiu over here. It's got some dissonant strings. Kind of got kind of a drone going. It's very eerie. It's a little unsettling, but doesn't really hit a peak or a super interesting development point or anything like that. It kind of hangs there a little bit. Was hoping for a bit more from this one, I think, but still, Pahrump is the name of it. You might enjoy it more than me. We have a new one from Screaming Females as well. Kind of a power pop cut over here. I think a little formulaic and basic for the band, but still not too bad. Morning Dove is the title of it. We have one from Princess Nokia as well. Closure is the title. I'm not crazy about it, but I do kind of enjoy her attempt at doing a bit of a pop punk thing this time around. It's not too bad, I suppose, but I just don't know if it's her strong suit necessarily. We have a new one from Janelle Monáe as well titled Float. It's kind of a, colorfully sampled little trap cut with a strong vocal performance, but I just don't know if this is like, the most tasteful or interesting production she's ever been on, I suppose. I can leave it at that. Moving on from there, we have a new one from Feist, whose latest record is on the way. Enlightening is the song I would like to point you to. And it's got some kind of quaint vocal passages laced within it, some huge booming grand instrumentation as well. I think it's a bit of a mismatch. It's kind of overblown, and I think again, the quaintness of the singing on here does grow tired for me after a while. It's just okay. Maybe it'll grow on me when I hear it in the record. We have a new one from Depeche Mode, which I think Ghosts Again is the title, and it's very Depeche Mode by the numbers. I mean, which is not necessarily a bad thing. A decent Depeche Mode song is better than most songs out there these days, but not even close to a high point, I think, for the band. We have one from Beck as well. I kind of feel the same way. Not really a high point for him either. Kind of a very solid acoustic ballad with some very clean, maybe too clean production for him. And we have a very pretty tune from beabadoobee over here as well. Some gorgeous pianos and vocals on it. It's just a little too brief and underdeveloped structure-wise for my taste, but I do think there are a lot of pretty moments held within it. Let's move on to the best tracks of the week. They are as follows. Been enjoying a lot of songs this week. They kick off with this new one titled Who Is She?, which is coming from like an Indian punk super group, featuring artists from a few different bands out there if you're kind of on that, low-key indie girl music circuit. And My Orca Card is sort of like a callback to an old La Tigre song. And apparently they got booted out of a series of hockey games from a freaking stadium owned by Amazon because there are some shots at Jeff Bezos in the lyrics. It's a very fun little, rocky cut. It's got some snotty very in-your-face vocals and lyrics. It's got some attitude. I like it. I respect it. I think it's good. And, considering the band kind of, lost this opportunity as a result of kind of standing for what they believe in, I think the song should be listened to and supported, especially since it's a bop anyway. All right, moving on from there. Squid Pisser, man. I really enjoyed this track, and I'm really happy that cuts like this and music like this is coming back a little bit. Liquified Remains is the title of the song. And this is like some really good frantic noisecore music with some crazy guitar licks, just really nutso vocals, insane, intense performance. Really been fiending for more stuff like this in the modern era, and I haven't heard it this good since, bands like The Locust were more active. So we have a new one from Skrillex over here, a track featuring Mr. Oizo as well as Missy Elliott. Don't want to say too much about it because I am planning on reviewing this album very soon, but I'm digging on this one, just know that. We have a new one over here from Men I Trust as well, really low-key but sweet and super catchy pop music. It's really amazing how they can write something that is so subtle and yet so instantly gratifying at the same time. We have a new one also from the Lemon Twigs, Any Time of Day. This one is an awesome, glamorous throwback of a ballad with some great pianos laced into it as well, thinking these guys are feeling like these guys are really kind of doing that old school shit justice on this one. Really liking the new Lana Del Rey single, A&W, honestly. Her vocalizations are quite unique and daring for her on this one. The very forlorn instrumentation throughout is quite good, especially on the front leg. And then that beat switch on the back end is quite something as well. It's a very heavy and multifaceted type of track, a long one for Lana as well. I think an ambitious one too. And I'm liking what I'm hearing as far as teasers for this forthcoming record quite a bit. Also, we have a new one from Jesus Piece, one of the most heavy and crushing cuts I've heard all week, Tunnel Vision. The riffs on this one are insane. We also have a new one from 100 gecs. Hollywood Baby is the title of it. They're going for more of a pop punk thing on this one. It's actually really freaking kick-ass. The riffs are sick. The vocals are sick. The chorus is sick. They're just killing it all around on this one. We have one from an artist by the name of Flesh Machine. F is for Failing is the title of it. And it's kind of a low-key, very spacey, new wavy type of ballad that's got some interesting lyrics to it, a bit of a quirky attitude. The music video is quite interesting as well. Check it out. I think it's hella creative. Also, Flo Milli over here, rocking it over like some throwback 80s electro shit on the instrumental here with a solid song. I think it's actually one of her better cuts, and I wouldn't mind hearing her over more stuff like this, honestly, considering how good this track comes out. We have one from Black Thought over here, teaming up with Al Michaels Affair, That Girl. A bit of a lovey-dovey Valentine's Day cut, as lovey-dovey as you can expect Black Thought to get. It's downright romantic, the way he kind of goes on about this woman that he's writing about as a point of inspiration on this cut. The bars and delivery are quality, as is the instrumental. Check it out. They have a new collaborative project coming out very soon, which should be pretty exciting. And also this track over here that I want to point to from Deerhoof has just dropped as well. Deerhoof, not known for their piano ballads, but this one's actually quite good. Very moving chord progression, lyrics written by Satomi in Japanese, but not sung by her. A bit of a switch off in terms of like the instrumentation, which is kind of cool this time around. And I think it's a really cool creative cut from Deerhoof, a band that continues to surprise us after so many years of dropping music. So yeah, that's it. Weekly tracks there for you, all linked down below. Check them out. You're the best. Love ya. Anthony Fantano, music forever.